Hey everyone. Oh wait, are we live? Oh yeah, we're live. Hey everyone, it's Ted here, and today I'm making a video on the amps. Now, in this video, I'll be covering the four most damaging amps, which is the pencha scaffold, the schwack scaffold, the weird nade launcher prism, and the other secondary shotgun. Jesus, I hope DE changes their name to a simpler one because I already forgot their freaking names. Anyways, so I'm going to be covering these four damaging amps with the two different bracers that you have. So that's going to be like 8 parts of the videos. Now, anyways, I want to talk about first how am I testing it. I'm going to be testing against normal usage. Normal usage? What the fuck? Sorry for the fish. I'm going to be using against normal units, and I'm going to be starting from non-armored unit, which is a charger, then move on to a non-armored unit with shield, and then slowly going on to the armored units. But armored units are gonna be costing like light armored and heavy armored units, like Lancer, heavy gunners, and bombers. Not everyone in the family in armored unit. Now, I also tested it against shield unit, specifically anti-MOA, because it had the highest shield visually at 150 level. So I picked it as a target. I selected the amp and specific bracer and did damage against it to see which one can reduce, I mean, not reduce, remove the shield permanently the fastest. So, if you don't want to see all the damaging videos, you could skip to the part where I'll be discussing about the damage, I'll be discussing about which is the fastest to show you the numbers, so it can help you decide which amp to make the best combination. And I also will give my opinion for which I find is really useful and why it is useful. So, see you at the spreadsheet part, Tenos. And we're back again. And oh, finally, it's over. All the testing and all the things are over. Now, I actually put down or note down all the damage according to crits one. There's one for crits, there's another for normal hits in the video. And as far as I can see, the pencha scaffold actually hits freaking hard, even if it has a low charge. It has a charge rate which is significantly bit lower, but it hits like a truck. So, anyways, mm, now you might wonder why sometimes the numbers are same in Lauren brace and Jutni brace. Well, the brace doesn't increase the main damage. It just increases the status chance or the crit chance and the crit chance, or it reduces the delay. That does not increase the damage of the amp. That's basically utility mod, not a mod, sorry, utility bracer, not any damaging increasing bracer. So any damage increasing has to come from arcanes most of the time. Now, I also put in visual estimations because some enemies did not die, and in those cases, I did make how can I put this? Mm, I did make a rough estimation around the scale, and I think the scale it should be in the video. I'll post it in the timeline, but for now, it's like that. And yeah, according to all this, I have a specific combination I use, which is the pencha, the grand move prism, and the Jutni bracer, and sometimes Lauren bracer, but Jutni bracer is more of my favorite because lower delay, more chance to hit enemies. Now, oh, by the way, this is the scale. Yeah. So now, why do I use the Grand Move Bracer? Well, the Grand Move Bracer is, I think, one of the amp weapons which has a high crit chance. With that, combining with the multi-shot it does, the 6 multi-shot it does, along with the arcane, the crit chance increases crit damage one, you can get off buff really fast. That can affect all of your amp. It can also affect the pencha. So that is in some ways very good for pencha. Oh, FYI, this is the time taken for each of the weapons. I mean, not weapons, yeah, scaffold or prism with the bracer against time. Now, here's my opinion for you guys. If you're trying to kill level 1 to 30 enemies like fast, I guess take the Shoak Prism. Then Pencha, I guess you can take it for uninvited guests like stalkers or G3, or you could take the Kelbrick Scaffold, which is an auto-targeting AOE wide, not AOE, so auto-targeting um, scaffold. And of course, I would suggest Jutni Bracer because it's low level. The faster, the lower your delay is, the more you can shoot, and that's fine. For higher level, though, I would suggest going for Grandmo Prism, Pencha Scaffold, and Jutni if you don't have Madorize Focus Tree. If you are using Madorize Focus Tree, then you should go for Lauren because higher crit chance, higher status chance means you kill faster. Now, this is for you people. This is different than an Idle Hunt. What happens in Idle Hunt, it changes, the rule changes. In Idle Hunt, the hitboxes of the boss is a bit close enough, so the shotgun can actually hit a lot of targets at once. And if it procs the void proc, it can come back and hit it again. So I have heard reports where people said they've seen 10 hits, some says 9 hits or 8 hits, but I'm gonna be agreeing with the 6 and 8 hits because I have personally seen 6 and 8 hits. Now, for in order to get 10 hits, I'm guessing you need a void proc and and the shotgun shot coming back to you again. So that's about it for my opinion for the Iron Hunt. But I technically use the combination I said, the Grandma Prism, the pencha scaffold, and low end bracer. Not low end bracer, Jutni bracer, because you want to do high damage to, I mean fast damage to it. So why this? You need to understand the Grandma Prism or Prism. I'm confused between Prism and Prism. I think it's Prism. My bad. Anyways, the Grandma Prism has a small AoE, so it can hit boxes which are close enough. And I don't know if you have tried it yourself, but if you hit the groin, you kind of hit 3 or 4 hitboxes. I use my scaffold over there, and I see sometimes 6 numbers. I see sometimes 4 numbers. And a scaffold hitting 6 and 4 pieces or hitboxes goes to an overall high number. So yeah, so if you use the Grand Move Prism to get the buff of the arcane, or doing a damage along with it, mm, that is your main prism to choose. But here's the problem: it's a projectile weapon. That means it's really hard to use. You will miss sometimes. You'll see that when you're using it, you'll miss sometimes. It will go over your head, over the boss's head. It might go between its armpit, between the legs, which is really annoying. But at the end, I'll tell you this: it does do higher damage. Does do? What the fish is that English? No man. At the end, it does higher damage than the shotgun. You might think since you're hitting a lot of targets, the shotgun is doing more, but in in reality, it is not doing as much as the grenade launcher between the legs. That sounds so wrong. Anyways, so that's my suggestion to you. But if you're a twin, I would actually suggest going for the shotgun and the Kelbrick scaffold, because you wouldn't have enough time, or you wouldn't want to waste enough time, targeting the small beings or the boss. You want to do quick actions. Grandmo are for the ones who has enough time, like DPS and other like buffer, harrows, those units. But if you're using a Trinity, you cannot do that because you need to focus on keeping your lures alive. So for fast DPSing, for fast hitting, the Schwack Prism, the Kelbrick Scaffold is really good. And mm, again, I said Jutni or Lorin Bracer. For me, Jutni is always gonna be there because of the reduced delay of 1 second is worthwhile. But you can also go for Low Embracer, because if you feel your luck is good enough for getting crits, go for it. That's my opinion. So this is the end of the video. I hope I could give you good advices. If you like the video, or if you have anything I said that you felt was wrong, you could comment on it, and I'll reply it back from my view, obviously. So that's about it. Take care, Thanos, and I hope I helped. At least help picking you the right combination.